Well, good evening, all. Ira Epstein, and here we are on Monday, the 27th of October, 2025. It's getting on to 7 p.m., much later than I wanted it to be. But in all fairness, I'm still recovering. I had major surgery on my back. I'm able to move, as you can see, not well, but I can move. I'm doing the walking exercises, and I'm at least out of the point where I needed a walker. Yeah, you had to have a walker in order to go. I couldn't move for more than 20 feet. It was terrible. Now I'm getting better. So I'm ready to talk. All right. So, I missed an awful lot, you think, but I was watching TV, falling asleep with the drugs with it, but keeping up with what's going on. And as you know, the gold has gone, for example, from $4,400 back down to the 4,000 range. Everything here, silver that was up to the $52 an ounce area, back to the 47. I can go on and on with the markets. Tomorrow you're going to get some data. You're going to have the Redbook retail sales. They've been coming in now just a shade under 6%. They were running over that for months. Now it's starting to slip back. We'll get the Case-Shiller 20 Metro homes at 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll see how they come in. July prices are 1.8% year over year, and down a negative 0.029 month over month. The Richmond Fed's going to give us their monthly manufacturing sector index for October, and the September reading was a negative 17. And the Conference Board's going to come out and give us more information, and that'll come out at 9 o'clock, and they're looking for a 94 reading, very close to what it was last time. You go into the two-day FOMC meeting starting tomorrow as well. The market widely expects a 25 basis point cut. We'll see what the Fed has to say after that, but this is well televised. It's not the big deal of the week. The big deal of the week, in my opinion, is going to be how does the meeting between Presidents Xi and Trump go on Thursday. I am not interested in the, if you will, the propaganda. I'm interested in how does the meeting really go. Can the two get to the point where they both stop throwing the barbs at each other? They both stop with the, I'm not giving you rare earths, Trump going back, you broke your 2020 deal. We know all that. You don't do anything by, like I had a back operation, putting your finger where all the stitches are and pushing on it. It doesn't work. You've got to get beyond that. You know it all happened and move forward. That's what I'm hoping that all takes place with, and that's what I think you should. When you look at the gold chart, you can see you're down for the week. It's only Monday. You're down 1.7%, $71 at this point. On a daily chart, you can see how the market fell from the 4,400 level back to the 4,000 level. In the process, you've broken the bullish pattern. You now have lower highs, lower lows. This is the corrective pattern. The market got underneath today, the 18-day average of closes, for the very first time if you go back into August. Is it overdoing it? Well, it overshot on the upside. It's probably going to overshoot on the downside. That's logical. But the battleground's probably going to be closer to the 4,100 level over time. You're already oversold. So if you're saying, oh, I'm selling, this market's going to keep dropping, nothing's really changed to make that happen. We haven't convinced the world that the basement is right or wrong, but it's not the U.S. currency only, it's all currencies. Until we get to the point where governments tackle the spending, there's problems. We can't even get Congress to meet now and agree to what they're going to do to get out of the government shutdown. And each day that goes by, we'll approach possibly the record of that 35-day period. The gold-silver ratio has favored, while I've been gone, the gold gaining on the silver market. The silver market also peaked out eventually at the upper band, but the word is eventually. Everything happened back here. It began not up there. Right here is where the weakness in this market developed, and it came down. I happen to think the $45 level is probably a value area, the lower Bollinger Band. In the copper market, it's not like the other markets. Number one, you have a true shortage. Number two, if we can get to the point where all these treaties come together and the tariff gets behind us, Copper's in need, and the world's going to go into an expansionary mode again. This is a market you keep your eye on for the long side, not the short side. Platinum market coming down. It too peaked out against the upper Bollinger Band, but unlike the others, your run-up was here, then you broke down. You never re-embedded. You got up there on what I call borrowed time. It was following what gold was doing and then how it was pulling silver, and eventually it let go. You've got to do a lot of restructuring in these two markets. Last but not least, the dollar index. Lower highs, lower lows. Okay, so a bit of a correction. Look for the market to decide what to do in the 98.50 zone. It's not giving you a play yet. This is all getting itself now back to where things have to get back to on a more normal track. We need to get beyond these treaty deals that we're talking about this week. We need to see Congress eventually open, which I predict will happen sooner rather than later, as people stop getting their checks and you run out of the emergency funds to give people. That's going to happen. I'm getting notices in Illinois for the people in some of the exchange acts that can't get into Medicare, Medicaid, whatever, and 78% premiums are going to go up. They can't afford that. They're going to go without insurance. I mean, this is going to get very, very serious very quickly, and it's the politicians' fault. Is either side going to win on this? No. They've got to get to the point where they understand that both sides have to just get to open the government and then talk. Don't shut it down, hurt the people, and think one side's going to cave in over the other. Not the way to go. In the meantime, I'm Ira Epstein. I feel better. I wish I could tell you I'll be here every night. I may not. The days I don't feel good, I'll take off a little bit, but I'm intending to be around. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great evening. Watch the other videos, and I'll catch up with you.